Okay, looks like we are live. Still fidgeting with this thing. Whew. Helps if I do not look at the stream instead of I should look at the actual source. There we go. I'm gonna turn down the music. It's a little bit louder than I thought. Alright. Turn it up a little bit more. Alright, so what do we got today? We got Dimension Force box opening. Move down a little bit. Get rid of this because we don't need this anymore. At least for now. We've got, anyway, the Dimension Force box. Stopped by a local shop. They had it about 20 bucks cheaper than Hobbytown. So, without a doubt, I was going to go there to get this picked up. And yeah, so I'm ready to pull like absolute shit. I shouldn't say that. My Burst of Destiny box ended up being pretty decent. Got a couple secrets out of there. So to offset that, naturally we're gonna get this box and get no secrets. It's how luck has it. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 24 packs. Main cards from this set. Therion King Regulus. Big chase card here. Makes a lot of decks really playable. I was fortunate to be able to pull one at the pre-release, which, I'm feeling really confident about. Feeling really confident in the fact that it's maintained its value, so if we're fortunate enough to potentially pull another one, it's a big win. Breaking out the Noble Knights mat. Super sexy. We even got our good friend Demon Slayer right over here. So let's get to pack opening. We'll go ahead and start with this pile right over here. And let me go ahead and get back to here. Move you over there. Perfect. Alright. Actually, we should probably move this around. Move this over here, move you over there. Perfect. So in case I see any troubles on there and whatnot, catch anyone's view. Yeah. Make a quick post. Get the DK music going on right now. Alright. So without further ado, let's see what we got going on here. So first pack. But yeah, no, there's a lot of decent cards in here, but Therion King Regulus is pretty up there. Vyza Starfrost is essentially what the next lore is going to be about. His has to do with, I believe, Synchros or Xyz. So we got Amphibious Angaroth, or Amphibious Bugroth MK11, Scarecrow Balone, Devouring Sarcophagus. This is a silly card to play at the pre-release. If it's destroyed by battle or a card effect, or is it by battle? Yeah, by battle by an opponent's monster, take control of that opponent's monster, and if it becomes a zombie monster. So attack and defense becomes 0. It was a silly card, people would just take over it. Vivid Tail. And then Odd Eyes Wing Dragon. It's Pendulum Scale effect. Once per turn, before damage calc, if your opponent monster, or if your monster, pardon me, battles an opponent's monster, you can make your monster gain attack equal to the opponent's monster attack until the end of the damage step. So to synchro it out, it's a Dark Tuner plus 1 non-tuner Clearwing monster. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in your Pendulum zone, naturally. You can only use one of the following effects of Odd Eyes Wing Dragon per turn and only once that turn. Target an effect monster your opponent controls negates its effect until the end of this turn. It's not too bad. Unfortunately, it's not a quick effect, but still decent negation on your turn. During the battle phase, if you control this Synchro Summon card quick effect, you can destroy all level 5 or higher monsters your opponent controls. So, nifty little destruction. X Exclusion, when your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand, negate the activation, and then they discard one. Yamato Orochi, you can treat this as a level 8 tuner, and then it gains effects depending on what you used it for. So 8 or lower, the monster gains 800 attack, or what the synchro summon monster you get is. 9 or higher, if this attacks a defense position monster, it does piercing. I managed to do this a couple times because I pulled the synchro monster that came out here, which was pretty neat. Symphonic Warrior rocks. During each standby phase, you can add a face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Symphonic Warrior rocks once per turn. When an opponent monster declares an attack, you can destroy both that card and this card. So not too bad. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. You can only use each of the following effects of Symphonic Warrior rocks once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. If a Symph Amplifier is in your field zone, you can destroy one card. And then Supreme Sea Mare. If this card is normal or special summoned, send one Aqua monster from your deck to your graveyard except itself. During your end phase, you can tribute this card, then target one Aqua monster in your graveyard except itself, add it to your hand. It's not too decent. Good card art. So, first pack. Decent. Odd Eyes Wing Dragon isn't too shabby of a card. Get our bag over here to start throwing away our stuff. Alright. Next card. Or next pack, I should say. Alright, we've got Divine Dragon, Titan Omega. Therion Duke Yule. I wish I could have pulled another Therion card. Would have been the Regulus at the pre-release better. We've got Ice Jade Curse, Predaplant Biblisp, and then we got Performapal Lady Ange. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving your monster and an opponent's monster, you can discard a Pendulum monster. That monster loses 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. You can discard this card and one Performapal monster, except itself. Draw 2 cards. If this card is in your graveyard and you control an Odd Eyes monster or Performapal Gentrude, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. You can only use one Performapal Lady Ange effect per turn and only one set per turn. Not too bad. Add some consistency to Pendulums. I don't know how much more they need. Monkey Board is back, and that's like a 1-turn scale, but Pendulum Scale. Colonel on C String. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 2 level 4 lower or 2 level 4 or lower warrior monsters with different names from your hand in defense position. Gotta love the dude's mustache. Omega Judgment. Target one face-up monster card in your spell and trap card zone, and 2 cards your opponent controls. Destroy them. It's got Violon on there, so they know what's up. And Algul Mazera. If a zombie monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, banish this card from your hand. If it's banished, you can special summon this card in defense position. Then you can reduce its level by 1. This one was also seeing a lot of play at the pre-release. Pretty good, big beater, but they would play the. They would just like run over it with like some zombie sarcophagus shenanigans. All right. So we got Symphonic Warrior DJJ, Backup Team, Predaplant Blisp. Ooh, we got an Xyz monster coming up. Ice Jade Curse, Heroic Champion Clave Sloth, another Omega Judgment, a Predaplant Ufuk? Something, Surprise Chain, and then another Captain on C Strings. Let's read what this Rank 4 Xyz does. Get a better view. I need to get a second camera. Thank you, Zimp. 2 level 4 warrior monsters. Your opponent cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. Yeah, seems familiar for the heroics. You can only use each of the following effects of Heroic Champion Clave's Olish once per turn. You can pay life points so that you only have 500 left. Okay. At the start of the battle phase this turn, double the attack of one monster you control. When an attack is declared involving your opponent's monster, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This card gains attack equal to that Monsters attack until the end of the turn. Would have been decent a couple years ago. That's still pretty good, but a little bit too slow for the format, but well, that's to be expected of a lot of cards nowadays. Alright, pack number 4. Alright, we've got Warrock Medium, Vivid Tail, another Symphonic Warrior DJJ, Therion Stand-Up, Zombie Reborn, that's our super rare. Pretty interested in seeing this one. Ancient Warrior Sagas, this was fun just to summon the Dongzhuo. Another Therion Reaper Fum. Would have been nice to pull another one. Haunted Zombie, this was fun at the pre-release. I wish I could have pulled that. That would have made play so much easier. And Scareclaw Acro. Alright, let's see what Zombie Reborn does. Zombie Reborn. Target one zombie monster in either graveyard. Banish one monster with the same name from your deck or extra deck. Okay, and if you do, special summon the targeted monster to your field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck, and if you do, set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use one Zombie Reborn effect per turn, and only once that turn. Pretty good. Pretty good in zombies. I do kind of want to build some new zombie stuff from the set. Red Eye Zombie Dragon, that synchro is pretty good, and then the Immortal. Excuse me. The Immortal Dragon was also pretty good. Oh, got a fly in my mouth. Alright, pack number 4. No, 5. I can't do math. Alright, we've got another Scareclaw Belone. A Vivid Tail, Crow Tengu. I see a fusion. I think we pulled Rexstrom. Ice Jade Curse. Oh no! I fooled myself. We got our first ultra rare. Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon. Oh, I was hoping it was a Rexstrom. Oh man, I played myself. I saw fusion. I saw attacking the 3000s. Still pretty fun, though. We'll see what that does. Another Pendulum Scale, Scareclaw Astra, Musical Sumo Dice Games, and Therion Fum. Let's see what the Predaplant does. This will be a good trade bait. I know a lot of kids are looking for Predaplants, and I think some people in the local were also looking for it. All right, so let's go ahead and show this. Cool art. Yeah, my camera sucks. I need to get a new camera. So, Starving Venom Predaplower Fusion Dragon. That is a fucking long name. One Dark Fusion monster, one Fusion monster. Can anyone say Super Poly Target when you're going up against Albas? Is Destroy Phoenix Enforcer dark? Or is it fire? Because that would be hilarious to pull off. This card is always treated as a Predaplant card. Once per turn, when the card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can tribute one monster on the field with a Predator counter, and if you do, negate the activation. If this fusion summon card you control is sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card, you can target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon once per turn. That is a freaking mouthful. Very cool, though. Could be teched out. But we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see. That might be the highlight of the night. Could be. DPE is dark. Oh yeah. Use that in your use that in the mirror match against Brandon. All right. So we got another Sarcophagus. Crow Tengu, VLAN Hydra, Heroic Champion Knuckle Sword, Yakuza, Lord of Eight Thunders. It's a worm. It's a super rare. Didn't realize this. Didn't even know this was in the set. Heroic Challenger, Morningstar. Ancient Warrior, Savage Dan Ying, aka Dong Zhuo. The guy who got cucked by Lu Bu. Surprise Chain. And Symphonic Warrior, Guitars. Alright, let's see what that super rare does. Yakuza, Lord of the Eight Thunders. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one level 8/rank 8 monster from your graveyard. Is this level 8? I can use this in Blue Eyes. You can target one level/rank 8 Ritual Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then apply the following effect depending on the monster's card type. Ritual Fusion, draw one card, Synchro, Xyz, this card gains 1,000. I may not be able to use this in Blue Eyes. If the Xyz had been reversed with like the Ritual, you can only use the effect of Yakuza, Lord of Eight Thunders once per turn. Still, it's not a bad combo. Like, light level 8 has some decent synergy with Blue Eyes. Might be worth checking out. Alright, next pack. Heroic Challenger, Knuckle Sword. Warrock Medium. Therion, Duke Yule. Scareclaw, Alternative. Curse of... Okay, this is gonna be a mouthful. Curse of Dragon, the Magical Night Dragon. Dogmatic Urgi. Another Algol Mazera. Branded Loss. I've been hearing things about this potentially playing. And Scareclaw Acro. Let's see what the fusion monster does. Curse of Dragon, the Magical Night Dragon. One warrior monster, one level 5 or higher dragon monster. You can also super poly this against... Wait, is Destroy Phoenix Enforcer... That's a warrior, right? The guy... Dude, it's so silly. If you fusion summon a level 7 dragon fusion monster, you can also banish monsters from your graveyard as material. If this card is fusion summoned, you can target one spell or trap card in your graveyard that mentions Gaia the Dragon Champion, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of Curse of Dragon, the Magical Night Dragon, once per turn. Oh, he is a Dark Warrior? Hey, yo. They summon DPE. They have like one of their branded dragons. You super poly them. Boom. Because they're all level 8. Memery. Silly card. So far, I'm liking the holos we pulled. I kind of wish some of these other super rares would be more zombie reborns. I think that's like the super rare I want to pull more of. But could be like our Burst of Destiny, where like we didn't pull any repeat supers. Alright, we've got Ichiroku's Ledger Book. Target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls. Banish them until the end phase, and your opponent gains 1,000 life points up for each monster that left the field for this effect. If it didn't say targeting, this would be way better. Therion Bull Ein. Another Warrock Medium. Heroic Challenger Knuckle Sword. Therion Charge. And before we read it, I think this is the Rhoda for Therions. Double Exclusion, another Yamata Orochi, or not Yamata, Yamatako Orochi, Symphonic Warrior Rocks, and then another Supreme Sea Mare. Alright, Therion Charge. Send one Therion card, except itself, or one Endless Engine Argyro system from your hand or face up spell and trap card zone to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. It's pretty freaking good. Like, I don't even have to say anymore. That is pretty fucking good. Alright. Next up, we've got Parasomnia Pillow. This card was annoying in the pre-release because I would get out like a Regulus or my big Synchro Monster. And people would just play this, equip it, end phase destroy it, summon a big token. Crotangu. Therion Bull Ein. Another Ichiroku's Ledger. The Weather Forecast. Another Ancient Saga. Dongzhuo himself. Preda Plant Ambulmolides. And then another Morning Star. Let's see what the Weather Painters do. I might change the song after this. I can only listen to Aquatic Ambience for so long. The weather forecast. Let's flip this over. When this card is activated, you can place one of the weather spell trap card from your deck face up in your spell trap card zone. You can only use each of the following effects of the weather forecast once per turn. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like, I don't know what they were trying to do with the Ancient Warriors archetype. At the pre-release, it was just fun. It's like, pay 600 life points, special summon Dongzhuo. If you link summon a weather link monster, you can also use face up the weather cards in your spell and trap card zone as the weather monsters for its link summon. Pretty good. During your main phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, normal summon one the weather monster from your hand. You can only activate one the weather forecast per turn. Really good. Field spell. Amazing. Pretty good. Steals an Ancient War. I didn't even read that part of the effect. I just read the special summon one. So really good super rare spells cards. Weather forecast really good for that deck. Therion Charge fucking great, and then Zombie Reborn really good. Nunchucks. You will get a Epsilon, the Magnet Warrior. Alright, we are almost done with our first set. We pulled one Ultra Rare, which... bit concerning. Not really. It could be in the other pile, but typically I think it's supposed to be like 4 Ultras, 2 Secrets. So we pulled one fairly early on, and then we're going on to our next pack here. Pack number 10. Alright, we've got another Bug Charge, another Symphonic Warrior DJ, another V-Land Hydra. Sorry, I'm gonna get it closer up here. Reverse Charge. This card is silly. God damn it. We got our first secret of the set. Psychic End Punisher. Yay. An Omega Judgment. Predaplan Boof. Surprise Chain. And then Colonel C. Oh, hey, Vice. Alright, let's see what Second End Punisher does. Oh, God. This was definitely one of the lower end secret rares. Not the Therion we wanted. Not the secret we wanted. Alright, let's see what you do. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters. While your life points are less than or equal to your opponent's, this Synchro Summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points and target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls. Banish them. At the start of the battle phase, you can make this card gain attack equal to the difference in your life points and your opponent's. Pretty mediocre. I wanted like any other one. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Listen, I'm just glad that I went to like my local store and paid $70 for this box and not went to Hobbytown and paid like $95. Let's see, Regulus is still holding. Okay, so it's like $8 right now, so it's not a complete loss. It's still an L, but it's better than the Scareclaw Secret Rare. Like that's they've been pretty easier to find at my local or in my neck of the woods. I don't know, that game just didn't grab me as much as I thought it could. All right, pack number 11. We've got Battle Guard Cadet, Battle Guard support, another V-Line Hydra, Predaplant Triantis, it's a trap card. Mad Mauler, and Dynamorphia Frenzy. Hey, yo, Beef, you over here? I got a trap card for you. Okay, this is pretty good. This is one of the cards I was actually looking for out of this set. I say that for like all the cards I want to pull. No, I do want to build Dynamorphias at some point. Materia Reactor Annulus, Silent Sentinel, another Hunted Zombie, and then Light Law Medium. Okay, so Light Law Medium. People were playing this at the pre-release, and this guy thought he was slick. He just like summoned that and said go, and so I just synchro summoned the monster. And like the effect of this card, he's like, "What's that do?" I'm like, "It negates a face-up monster effect." And the guy's like, "Oh." And then another guy, I was like, "Okay, switch over a zombie, and then like my big synchro monster." And I'm like, "Enter battle phase." He's like, "Effect, I'm gonna make your synchro monster attack." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." He's like, "Wait, you're fine with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I choose the order in which I attack. Attack with Regenerating Sarcophagus, I take 400, but then I take control of this." And he's like, "Oh." Big brain Yu-Gi-Oh plays right there. Alright, Dynamorphia Frenzy. During your opponent's main phase, pay half your life points. I'm liking this already. Fusion summon one Dynamorphia monster from your extra deck using only one monster from your deck and one monster from your extra deck. This is pretty fucking good. As fusion material, when your opponent activates a card or effect while your life points are 2,000 or less, pardon me, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no effect damage from your opponent's card effects this turn. You can only activate one Dynamorphia Frenzy per turn. Okay, so that second effect isn't as good, but that first effect to be able to one card fusion summon, really good. Like I have a couple other Dynamorphia cards here. One of my friends gifted me this one, and then like I want to say the ultra rare. Let me look through my pile of junk over here. Like Counter Trap or something like that. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick change of pace here. We're gonna get rid of Aquatic Ambience because I love it, but I can only listen to it for so long. Oh god, that is loud. There we go. And let's just hope we don't get DMCA'd. I have not played against Beef's Dynamorphia deck. He doesn't want to play me because he's a coward. Alright, pack number 12. So we pulled 2 ultras, 1 secret. So at the most we have 1 more and 2 more of those, and then we have 1 more super. So here's hoping for another Therion charge or another Zombie Reborn. Backup team. Predaplant Triantis. Therion Bull. General Probe. Scareclaw Clash. Whew. Not a secret, thank God. Symphonic Warrior Rocks. Another Predaplant Frog. Materia Annulus, and then another Symphonic Warrior. Alright, let's see what this does. Scareclaw Clash. Once per turn, you can target one Scareclaw monster or Vice's Starfrost you control. It can attack while in face-up defense position this turn. It does apply its attack and defense, whichever is higher, for damage calc. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Scareclaw monster in the extra monster zone, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, negate that effect. You can only use this effect of Splash once per turn. Yeah, if only Scareclaws were better. Alright. 12 more packs left. I don't know if I have many Zimp. Like, whatever Sword Soul I had, I'd, like, traded away to someone. Or sold away. Alright, we've got another Therion Duke. Warrock Medium. Devouring Sarcophagus. Scareclaw Alternative. Chowsai the Ghost Stopper. This one prevents the effects of spells and trap cards in the graveyard from activating. And when it's sent you from field to graveyard, you can banish. Target a spell or trap card in the graveyard, in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. I pulled this at the pre-release. It's okay. Yamato Orochi, Therion Realm, another Protoplant, and then another Symphonic Warrior. So, mediocre. I'll see what Tenyis I have. General Probe. Crotengu, Therion Startup, Divine Dragon Titanomachia, a Therion's Cross. We'll read what that does. Dogmatica Urge, 1 Sovereign, 2 Grandmaster. I'll see what I got. Algol Mazzella, Brandon Loss. I actually do got to read what this does. And then Scareclaw Akron. Wrong pile. Alright, so let's read Branded Loss first. Target one monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck and one fusion monster you control. Shuffle them into the deck. Also during the end phase of this turn, each player can special summon one fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz as material from their own extra deck. You can only activate one Branded Loss per turn. Would have been better as a quick play, but still decent. And then Therion Cross. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a Therion monster, you can activate one of these effects. Negate that effect, banish that monster. If you have Endless Engine Argyro System in your graveyard at activation, you can activate both effects. At resolution, negate, then banish. You can only activate one Therion Cross per turn. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Alright. That was lucky number 13. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next pack. I've lost count. Heroic Challenger, Knuckle. Ooh, Heroic Champion, John Grepper. Haven't seen that before. Battle Guard Cadet. Parasomnia Pillow. Heroic Envoy. I think this is the first, like, super rare that I may not like. Everything else has been like, hey, this isn't bad. This is good building. Protoplant Frog. Branded Loss. Algol Mazzera. Double Exclusion. Alright, let's read what the super rare does. Add one heroic monster from your deck to your hand. If your life points are 500 or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one heroic card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Heroic Envoy once per turn. Yeah, this card sucks. Like, there's no ifs, buts, and what. It's not good. Chowsai is probably our, Chowsai and Scareclaw Clash. And maybe Curse of Dragon, but every other super we pulled have been decent. Oh, I'm getting thirsty here. Next pack. We've got another Protoplant Triantis. Devouring Sarcophagus. Vivid Tail. Well, pulled ahead too fast. Mad Mauler. Sylvan Dance Peon. We'll see what this does. Ancient Warrior Saga. Another Dongzhuo. Predaplant Fusion. And then Heroic Challenger Morningstar. Alright. We'll move on to our next song after that. Sylvan Dance Peon. If this card is link summoned, you can choose a number of 1, 2, 3 and excavate that many cards from the top of the deck, and if you do, you can special summon up to 2 excavated plant monsters, but they cannot be used as link material. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. You can target 1 plant monster in your graveyard that has a level. That has a level. The levels of monsters discard points to become that monster's level until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of Sylvan Dance Peon once per turn. It's not bad for kind of plant support, because this isn't just limited to Sylvans. And there's some really good plant stuff that's coming out. Like you can run the Therion Lilybell with her to kind of do some stuff. So there is some hype around plants, which is I'll show you guys some other cards I picked up at my local shop today as well. So like plant support has been getting a little bit of hype with this set because of that Therion Lilybell or Lily Plant or whatever it's called. Therion Gal. Alright, Symphonic Warrior. Heroic Champion. Scarecrow. Belone. Battleguard Cadet. No Punk Deer Note. Yo, Beef, you in here? This one's not bad. Omega Judgment. Light Law Medium. Musical Sumo Dice Game again. And then another Dongzhuo. Alright, we're going to go ahead and add another song here to the playlist. After we read... Or we'll add another song right now, actually. Persona was good. Let's add some Master Duel music now. All right, no Punk Deer Note. You can reveal one other Punk monster in your hand, special summon either the revealed monster or this card and send the other to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the field to your graveyard, you can target 1 Punk monster in your graveyard except the level 5 monster. Special summon it, but you cannot special summon No Punk Deer Note for the rest of this turn. You can only use each effect of No Punk Deer Note once per turn. Pretty good. That is really, really good. Probably one of the better ultras I could have pulled besides the Therion field spell. Definitely better than, what was the other ultra I pulled already? Definitely better than Starving Venom, Predapower, Fusion Dragon. So I think we pulled our secret, like, what, like a pack or 2 after? We pulled it 4 afterwards. Okay. Alright. Backup team. Battleguard Cadet. Scareclaw Bilgone. Another equipped spell. Libromancer Mystigirl. Whew! Not the secret rare Libromancer. That would have been bad. Material Reactor Analyst. Sentinel. Hunting Zombie. Light Law Medium. Bro, Libromancers have been so disappointing so far. Fairy Ritual Effect. You can ritual summon this card with a Libromancer card. If this card was ritual summoned by using a monster on the field, your opponent cannot target ritual monsters you control with monster effects. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Change its attack to 0, also negates its effect. You can only use this effect of Libromancer Mystigirl once per turn. Man, I wish Libromancers were better. That's all I got to say on that. I wish Libromancers were better. Alright. Next up, we've got General Probe. Predaplan Blisp. Therion Bull Ain. Another backup team. Motor Frenzy. This card was silly at the pre-release. General on C strings. Pendulum Sync. Supreme Seamare. Another Scareclaw. Motor Frenzy. Tribute it when it's tribute or special summon or normal or special summoned. If another machine monster is normal or special summoned to your field, activate this effect until the end of your opponent's turn. That normal or special summon monster gains attack equal to half its original defense. Also, its battle position cannot be changed. If this tribute summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 engine tokens. Earth Machine, level 1, 200 attack and defense. In attack position, you can only use each effect of this once per turn. Not too shabby. Was really fun at the pre-release. I don't know if you'll see General play with this. I'm sure there'll be someone who can be degenerate enough to find a way to abuse tokens. Another Dragon Titanomachia. General Probe. Reverse Jar. Now we'll pull the head. Symphonic Warrior. Navy Dragon Mech. That's what I pulled at the pre-release. That I was able to go into with this guy right here, coincidentally. Therion Reaper Foom, Predaplan, this thing, and then another warrior. This thing is 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner monster. If this card is special summon, target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of tuners in your graveyard. Negate their effects until the end of this turn. If this synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, target 1 tuner in your graveyard, add it to the hand. So what I did was, one turn there's a guy who sent this thing to my graveyard, left my 2 tokens, summoned him, made him level 8, synchro summon into this. It was funny. And also when he got rid of it, he thought he was being slick, popped it with the equip spell, said go. I used Regulus effect to target the special Regulus and equip him with the Dragon Mech. It was funny. 4 cards left, or 4 packs left. We have at minimal 1 more Ultra. Well, no, they say generally the ratio is like 3.4 Ultras, so we may be out of Ultras, but we should at minimal have 1 more secret if the standard thing is to go. Reverse Jar, Trap Card, Predaplant, Mad Mauler, Libromancer Prevented. Oh, thank God it wasn't a secret. If you control a Libromancer monster, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. This turn, that face-up monster cannot be used for Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link Summon. You can only use its effect of Libromancer Prevented once per turn. Once per turn during the end phase, if you control no Libromancer ritual monsters, send this card to the graveyard. I wish Libromancers were better. Material Reactor, Haunted Zombie, Morningstar, Surprise Trade. Three packs left. I know, right? But 3 packs left. We're out of music. We'll put more music here for the last one. Predaplant Blisp, Therion Duke Veil, Therion Stand Up, Heroic Champion. Not the Therion Secret I wanted! But I'll take it. Therion Lily Borea, Predaplant Boof, Branded Loss, Algol Mazera, Double Exclusion. Well, at least we pulled 2 secrets, but man, I wanted that to be a Regulus. Therion Lily Borea. You can only use each of the following effects of Lily Borea once per turn. Target one Therion monster or plant monster in your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, equip that monster to this card. You can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard, add one Therion spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So basically, whatever plant or Therion monster, special summon her. She is going to make plants pretty good. Like, there's some hype surrounding plants with her, and I can see it. Like, I don't know who can come up with the stuff for it, but, you know, people are excited for plants. A Therion monster equipped with this card gains 700 attack. Also, it can activate the second effect listed above as if it were Therion Lily Borea. So all the Therions have that same effect. So we should have, hopefully, one more Ultra Rare. Maybe we can get a Starlight. Hey, Scorch. Dragon. Therion Stand Up. We got a Synchro. VLAN. And then Red-Eye Zombie Dragon. Actually one of the ultra rares I wanted. So we got our last ultra rare, so that last thing is going to be a it's going to be a super rare. But yes, I did pull. I pulled two secrets. They're okay. Red-Eye Zombie Dragon. I did want to pull this because I think this can be silly. Dogmatica Urge. Sunlit Sentinel. Symphonic Warrior. Scareclaw. Red-Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. One zombie tuner, one or more non-tuner monsters during your opponent's turn. Quick effect. You can target one zombie monster in your graveyard except itself. Special summon it. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one zombie monster you control. Special summon this card. You can only use each effect of Red-Eye Zombie Dragon Lord once per turn. It's pretty good. I really like it. Really, really like it. So maybe playing some silly zombies coming up. All right, last pack. Let's see what our last super rare is. Scareclaw, alternative, Heroic Champion, Ice Jade Curse. Ooh, it's a spell card. M4 Mage. Libromancer Realized. Pendulum Scales, Scareclaw, Asta, Sumo, and Therion Boom. I wish our first secret rare was a little bit better. Other than that, I can't be too disappointed by the box here. I've bought worse boxes. I have definitely bought worse boxes. It is definitely not Burst of Destiny levels of good that I got, but still decent. Libromancer Realized. Reveal a Libromancer ritual monster in your hand. Special summon one fire token. Cyburst fire attack 0 attack 0 defense with the same level as the revealed monster. While you control that token, you cannot special summon monsters except Libromancers. You can only use this effect of Libromancer Realized once per turn. So it kind of helps with the consistency issue that the deck had. But I still don't think they're going to be that good, personally. Let's go ahead and kind of set these down. It's really pretty, though. Ooh, we can move this up here. Is that right there? Overall, I guess I can move this up a little bit. Move these up a little bit more. Overall, decent box. I'm glad I paid 70 instead of 90. Like, if I had paid 90 for this, I might have been a little bit more upset. Definitely didn't break even. Definitely lost a little bit on money, because these two are like 25 bucks. So definitely lost out on about 40-ish. But got some decent trade bait. Alright, I'll be back here in a little bit. Uh, but yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. And we'll be back here. I don't know if I'm gonna play multiverses or Warzone. We'll see how where everyone is at. And yeah, but one last look here. The pool's decent. We didn't get cucked out of a secret. That's like the one fear I had. No chucks. No. All right, I'll be back in a bit, guys.